Dun 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 dun. It's sealed pool practice time, and we're gonna open 6 packs of either Magic the Gathering or Flesh and Blood TCG, and we're gonna try to make our best deck out of those 6 packs. And you can go ahead and tell me what kind of mistakes I made or which cards you might have played out of the pool instead. Leah here, and we're gonna do another sealed practice. This time we've got a Arcane Rising box to practice with, and I find this one, I did a real sealed recently after the first 4 practices, and it was with Arcane Rising, and I'll tell you that probably knowing something about the hero you're building really matters. So these are a lot harder than I thought they were on the first practices, but we'll crack it open and give it a go. There's 6. Let's see what we can make out of these. Okay. We have generic, 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 other generic. Piece of equipment, that's cool. Anybody can use that. It's a good start. Okay. We have wizard stuff. Generic attack. I didn't. This is new to me. Pursuit hit to gain an intellect. What would I do with that? No, I guess I draw an extra card at end of turn. Do I have to discard? Can I get more than hand size? These are questions I have never thought to ask. Wizard, Ranger, Mechanologist, the Ranger card, Wizard card, Rune Blade, Wizard, Rune Blade, this is a token. Okay. I have another, so generic attack, generic attack, generic attack, generic attack. That's good because we didn't have any generic attacks other than that one special card in pack 1. So, okay, so for Ranger we have a piece of Ranger equipment. Ranger action. Rune Blade attack. Rune Blade action. Mechanologist attack. Ranger. Mechanologist. Ranger. So Wizard action. Rune Blade attack. Wizard action. Their token here. So part of what I found challenging about this set is for Ranger you have to have enough arrows or you're not really gonna do a lot. It's very Rangery. But for Mechanologist you don't want too many items. So I can't just go by how many things I've opened because I tried the mechanologist, but I had 5 items of my 15 mechanologist cards, and that was going to be way too many items. I wasn't really going to be able to do anything. I ended up building a wizard, but the wizard starts with less hit points, so I think it's a challenging set. These are all generic attacks. Another ranger, same ranger equipment, so that doesn't help us at all because we can't double up on that. We do have 2 Rune Blade rares. Wizard, Ranger, Mechanologist, Ranger, Mechanologist, Rune Blade, Wizard, Rune Blade. So a token here. I might have to try building a blitz deck of every class just so I can have some experience with them. I had to buy the first round, so I had a lot of time to kind of Google how I was supposed to play these classes, and I've ended up switching halfway through the buy. I rebuilt what I had as a mechanologist deck after I concluded that all of the cards were generally unhelpful. Built it into a wizard deck once I didn't have enough arrows either. Okay, nice generic piece of equipment. We can use that. That's good. Wizard, generic action aura. Ranger, mechanologist, Ranger, mechanologist, Rune Blade, Wizard, a Rune Blade, so token. 2 packs left. So far nothing that says particularly exciting in these that I'm aware of. I like this lead the charge card. Generic action, but I like the extra action point that it gives just to drop it. I made a pretty sweet chain out of that. Probably got lucky with what was in my hand, but I was pretty happy with it. Generic defense, generic attack, generic attack. Another copy of the same bracer. So we've opened 4 bracers in the 5 packs. So yeah, not going to have a great equipment selection for whatever we make. Pretty cool wizard action here. Aura, Ranger, Mechanologist, Ranger, Wizard, Rune Blade, Wizard, Rune Blade, Eric, token. Last pack. There's something cool in here. Okay. Generic action. Generic attack. Generic attack. Action. Set of boots. Do we have boots? Yes, we do. So we're going to have boots and gloves, and that's going to be it. No chest or headpiece for us. We have another ranger and another wizard. Rune Blade, mechanologist, ranger, mechanologist, ranger, wizard, Rune Blade, Zap, it's a wizard one, and our last generic token. We know where our equipment's at. Let's give us a count of what we got to start out. 5, 10, 15 in the Rune Blade category. So that's a possibility. 5, 10, 16 in the Ranger category, but 2 of those are equipment, so it's more like 14 cards would be playing in the deck. 5, 10, 15. We have 16 in the Wizard category. I'd feel pretty good about that. 5, 10, and we have 12 things in the Mechanologist category. 1 item, 2 items, it's the same item. So the items for this, and I haven't actually played Mechanologist, so this is me Googling stuff, but her ability, Dash's ability, is to start with one of these items in play. And you don't have to start from your hand, you actually go through your deck and you pick which item you want, which I thought was way better than depending on what I got in my hand. But other than that, having the items in the deck, they don't attack or defend at all. So you would have to use a turn to play an item onto the field. I assume having a backup is a good plan in case they get destroyed or something, but if you have a high quantity of them in your deck, then you just have a lot of items, I guess, and you're not attacking and you're not defending, and that seems like not a lot of very productive turns in this game, or it's going to get me killed really fast. But this would be a better pile, but then we've only got the 10 cards, and a lot of these cards, they want to have this boost ability on them, and when you boost, you look at the top card of your, or you can banish the top card of your deck. You don't get to look at it first, and if you're lucky and it's a Mechanologist card, then the boost gets triggered. And let's see, they all have boost, but there's only going to be 10 of them in our 30 card deck, so I think Mechanologist is out for this pool. So if we set those aside, let's see. From my experience, my one experience doing this in a real sealed, I liked the card Rifting with the Wizard. So I've got 2 copies of Rifting, and the rest of this was like, none of it particularly said that it was leaned toward any particular class. I thought this back alley guy here would have been kind of cool with I think the Mechanologist? Yeah, because if I boosted and I hit him, at least I got an action point, because he would go face up into his own. So I thought he was kind of cool with the Mechanologist, but I'm not sure none of the other cards, to my knowledge, are gonna flip him out of the deck that way. We're gonna set him off to the side. We open a lot of him. So I'd get a lot of go against, but I think that's what the boost would do. This Contraband card is kind of cool, and Moon Wish is cool if you have a lot of Sun's Kiss. That was the combo that I was able to put together. Do we have a lead? Let's see. We've got our Contraband, so we've got 2 Moon Wishes. Sun's Kiss is you gain life. And if you can get Moon Wish and Sun's Kiss to happen in the same turn, then you get to draw a card and go again. So I led the charge to have an extra go again, and then I used a Moon's Wish, and it got blocked, so I didn't get the abilities off it. But then I still had that go again, so I just played my Sun's Kiss anyways, and it lets me draw a card, and my top card is a Sun Kiss, so I had to go again, so I played the Sun Kiss, and I got to draw another card, and I had another go again, and I just led that whole thing into a pretty sweet turn. I gained a lot of life. I didn't attack super good, but it was pretty cool. This collection, so there were 3 Sun Kisses and 1 Moon Wish when I did that in a Lead the Charge. I don't see me getting that lucky all the time. I don't know if I'd use this combination with just the single Sun's Kiss here. Moon Wish isn't a bad attack card, though. Lead the Charge is probably going to be cool in any deck. Oh, this Whisper card, if I need the let's see, Fate Foreseen's a good card. It's a good, decent blocking card. Oh, there's another Lead the Charge. Okay, that's cool. We've got 2 Fate Foreseens. I could put them in anything I build. Okay. Oh, do we want to do a wizard, or do we want to feel like, well, let's see how many arrows do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 arrows. The bow lets you put an arrow into the arsenal, but otherwise you can't attack with it. So on the turns I wouldn't have arrows, I'd have to be using one of these generic attack cards. I'd really like to see at least, I think, 15 arrows. I don't know how feasible that is. I really don't. But so we'll set those aside. Maybe this pool leads itself to be a wizard build. Oh, when I built the wizard in the real event, I at least had the armor that you can... It's an action to get 3 resources, and then you have to be able to play instants from there, and it's not super easy to convert these into instants. You'd have to just destroy the armor to use Kano's ability, which is an instant speed ability. But you can't destroy the armor during your opponent's turn because you don't have any action points. So then you'd have to be able to pitch from your hand. Kano is challenging. Do we have any cool Runeblade rares? Before we say this is a Kano deck. There's a rare. There's a rare. There's a rare. There's a rare. We've got some rares. We've got 2 Oath of the Arcanite, which the next attack gets the bonus. You create a token and it has a go again, so that's okay. And create 2 Runeblade tokens with these attacks. Those seem okay to me. Got a variety of pitch color. What else do we have in here? This gets destroyed. It makes rune tokens. So you make these tokens, and then when they blow up, they do damage, and they blow up every time you are attacking with Runeblade attacks or equipment. So I'd need enough of these that make tokens. Cost less for each token you have, so I guess that's cool. How expensive are these? The wizard ones were a nice 0 to 2. These look like they're going to be in the 1 to 3 range. Creates a rune chant. Costs less for the rune chants. Costs less for the rune chants. Costs less for the rune chants. That one could be questionable if it creates a rune chant. That one creates one. I don't know. These don't look particularly strong. I think I'm not going to make enough rune chants because half the cards are just discounted. I think I'd want to make more rune chants, and that eliminates us down to the Kano, our wizard here. So we're going to get rid of these back alleys. I don't think we'd play them. We do want to play Rifting. We probably want to play some Fate Forcing because everybody in a sealed is going to be using some generic attacks. So in Arcane Rising, there's a lot of arcane damage that you have to block, and all of the equipment has the arcane barrier on it, so usually everybody can block some amount of arcane damage as long as they've opened any equipment in their pool, which every pack has equipment in it. It just has to be at least generic enough for them to be using it, or if it's not, maybe they're playing that class, I guess. So that seems like... But other than that, we have just regular attacks that could also be blocked by this Fate Foreseen. We want to opt a lot in this deck because Kano kind of depends on what's on top of your library. So we probably want these because it's useful to get cards back. I saw somebody actually run out of cards. I thought that was crazy. You could get to the bottom of your deck, and then you can still try to do things with the cards in your hand. You just don't get to draw anymore because you run out of cards. Oh, do we want this opt and go again? It's probably good. What does this aura do? I didn't open any of these in the actual seal. I didn't see any get played either. The hero would be dealt damage, instead destroy this and prevent 3 damage. And that does not say Arcane, so I assume it doesn't work on Arcane. Beginning of your end phase, destroy this unless you played a non-attack action card. So I guess this would work out in Kano, because I'm not going to have a lot of attack action cards. Come to Fight is not going to work out. Next attack action you play, Foresight, that's not going to work out. So the wizard class doesn't have any attack actions. They're all just actions, which is kind of cool in a way. I don't know. We'll see if we need those. I also like Lead the Charge. I don't think this 1 Sun's Kiss and these 2 Moon's Wishes are going to do it for this pool. Maybe that Pursuit of Knowledge card would be handy. These red ones are going to hit nice and hard. Rifting was cool because the instants you don't need an action point to play, so turning things into instants, like this Zap here, if that's an instant, I can then just play it for free after Rifting without having a go again. So I can then just add 3 arcane damage on. And everybody says that they kept telling me I have to use Kano on their turns, but I can't play things like Rifting on their turn to make things like Zap into an instant. So I think you have to actually build the deck well, and I probably didn't have a great build of it because it was a sealed pool. Maybe I'll get better with practice. Okay. So we have a lot of red and a lot of yellow in this. A little bit of blue, and we do want probably some more blue if we can, because to activate his ability you do have to have a way to get 3. So we're going to add whatever blue we've got hanging around. Guess we're going to add Pursuit of Knowledge. Okay, that at least adds us 2 blue. That looks better. So what do we got? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 25, 26. 27 if I add in this Moon Wish, which means I might as well have this Sun Kiss. 27, 28, 2 more cards. Can't use Come to Fight. Could use this Back Alley as a pitch card. It's not. It's going to be very much a vanilla card in our deck. Everything else is, and we don't want cracked bottles, so. Yeah. If worse comes to it, this Back Alley Break Line is a pitch card. If I have to attack with it, I have to attack with it. It's not strong, but I don't think we have a better option. You could play this Enchanting Melody. Maybe that's better. It blocks the same, it does more stuff, it at least pitches for 2. Let's try it. We'll experiment. Because that's how we learn. It's better than a vanilla card. Wouldn't be a vanilla if I was in the other deck. Sure. This is a Kano deck. These are 2 pieces of equipment that we can use because we doubled up pretty badly. I'm gonna miss that that chest piece. I think this is the best we got. Can you see it okay? Cut off the top card of each row. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we're going to hope that this is enough Arcane. We at least have kind of a cool... Forked Lightning is one of those super rares. So we just have one cool, powerful card in our deck. Could probably use a couple more zaps, but I don't know, this is going to dish out some decent Arcane, and hopefully our opponent would have to pitch a lot to block enough of this Arcane. More life gain would be good, but you can go over your starting life if you have enough life gain in a deck. Maybe that'll be a thing someday that people make. These massive life gain decks. Well, until next time.